So we need those questions answered. You need those questions answered. That's the intent of this whole process. So this one now, I'll be looking for a motion to send it to, oh, sorry, I got Councilor Ogden here. Councilor Ogden, I'll go to you first.
Am I allowed to speak on
Yep,
this?
go ahead.
We all remember, because I went to school or played or with a lot of people here and coached and taught many of their children. We all remember Norm Ferguson in 1970 fighting Colson Cove and the amount of land that was taken away, and people in Lorneville who'd been there 225 years, McGuire's, McCabbers, Wilsons, you know all the names. They felt very much abused by the system. And a lot of that land down there, when I go down to, we used to call it Splains Cove, is that the same as Black Beach, basically? That a lot of that land is sitting there idle now because there wasn't much thought to how much land they needed. And I often wonder, this is just one of the points I want to make sure we look at, can we take some of that land that was really abused and could we turn it back into more livable land? Because, you know, many of the people, McCabbers, Wilsons, whatever, were all moved to another part of Lorneville or moved up to Fairville or whatever, the kids I grew up with. And I was wondering if we could go back to the province and maybe take some of that land and get it back, because that left a very bad feeling. And then along comes a dump, which was supposed to be there 2 years and was there 20 years. And then I've gotten a lot of, like everybody has, emails and messages and phone calls that, you know, the potholes in Lorneville. There's one guy that swears at me every time I see him, and I went to school with him because of the potholes. And the other day I was up a ladder and he yelled at me about the potholes in Lorneville. And then we heard about the wall that fell down by the bridge and all that type of thing. I don't blame the people of Lorneville for not trusting government, province or city, from the past. And I'd like to see that rectified. I mean, after COVID, the economic order is changing. We have a North American free trade zone, and Chinese jobs are going to Mexico because they're closer and the Americans want closer. We're going to benefit from that economic structure. We don't trust things made from away anymore after COVID. So we're probably going to see more of this. I don't want to see a metal shredder in Lorneville, which some people are saying, well, that's the answer for Uptown St. John. So I think maybe we should make sure that's written in there. The offsets, 30 feet. I keep hearing at the meeting I attended, I sat and listened quietly, 200 to 300 feet. And I listened to, we don't want our environment. Lorneville's a beautiful place. It's a little fishing village that was created by settlers, and all those families know each other well and they love living there. And the fellow who was my best man is, I spent my middle school years down there. So I know that the people there don't trust us. We do need more industrial area. We are caught. And I don't blame people when they look at our industrial parks compared to, say, Moncton. They look like crap. And Halifax, too, when you go over to Dartmouth. But we are working on that.
Councillor,
Are we debating this now? I thought that this was to take
No.
a motion to go to PAC or not.
No, but
and not spend over 3 minutes talking about something we're not.
well, Mr. McKenzie, I think the people should know the truth, that's all.
well, Councillor,
But are we all going to do this now?
councillors, no.
Oh, we all
okay.
have the right to, Mr. McKenzie.
No, we don't.
Yes,
So
we do.
we-
We didn't do
this
it in the
is-
north end with the
This
public
is
housing.
this is a proposed municipal plan amendment. So you've got, I guess what we can do, and I think we
Okay,
should.
I'll finish, but the people of Lorneville have a right to feel the way they are.
And we're going to provide that. I
Okay.
agree. I agree they
But-
do. But we need to seek the path, and we're not going to seek
But we
it.
didn't do it in the north end with the housing.
I don't know what you did in the north end with the housing years ago. Okay.
You're trying to cut me off, Mr. McKenzie.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to call the meeting back to order. I want to call the meeting back to order. So what we want to do, Councillor Lowe, like we're not to debate this. I need someone to move this.
I move the motion to the PAC on October the 8th.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. So I got a mover and a seconder on that. So on the question, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Excellent.